This is how you do not plan a freaking date. You are gonna get rejected.
This should be good or disappointing. Probably the second one.
I am here gonna show you with receipts. I pulled this one from the archive. Let's get into it.
She got text receipts. Okay, y'all know we love text receipts over here.
I had been on one date with this man, and I got right in that group chat after the first date telling the girlies, I think this guy is great. I had such a nice time with him. We had so much fun. We had a lot in common. I could not wait to go on a second date with him.
Okay, so she had a lot of fun with this man, and she said that she couldn't wait to go on a second date with him. Remember that. It's going to be very important later.
A week or so later, he finally texts me and is like, hey, are you free Sunday for brunch? I'm like, yeah, great. That Saturday night, he sends me this text, are you still up for brunch?
Good for him. I'm so glad that he did that because I do that all the time. I follow up in a few days to make sure that our plans are locked in. What happens next?
Yes, I'm still up for brunch.
What was that all about? Y'all notice her energy change? Why did her energy change like that?
You're saying that 5 p.m. on Saturday, brunch assumingly would be Sunday, noon, 1. Yeah, what are you thinking? I could come your way if you know a good spot. Okay, let me do the heavy lifting for you, buddy.
Wait a minute. Heavy lifting? It sounds as though he's trying to be mindful. He knows that if you pick a place close to home, you won't have to travel as far, on top of the fact that you're probably going to end up liking the place 9 times out of 10. Yeah, leave the rest up to him, but continue.
So I give him a list of these places and I add, not sure if any take a res, meaning, hey buddy, I'm giving you 3 options of places I'd like to go, but you are gonna have to do the footwork to determine whether or not they even require reservations. A lot of brunch places don't, or what the deal is. He says, oh, the Dutch eye. Not even sure what that means. Like, oh, is that a plan? No.
I'm pretty sure all of us read that different. What I read from that was, the Dutch, hey, insinuating that that's a place that he would enjoy going to. And if you didn't understand what he meant by that, why didn't you ask him? See, texting is not a solid form of communication for her.
So then that morning, I get a text from him, howdy, how does 2 sound?
Okay, good. He's following up on his plans. We like it.
I never heard back from him the night before.
How you gonna say you didn't hear back from him the night before when literally the last thing that he said was, the Dutch, hey, like that's where he wants to go. That was the follow-up text the night before. You left him on red. That's why the very next morning he hit you up saying, howdy, how's 2 sound? I swear these women keep themselves single doing this type of mess.
So what do I say? Oh, when I didn't hear back last night about a reservation or anything concrete, I made plans for this afternoon.
Huh? What is she talking about? Does she live on the same planet? What is this?
You cannot, for a second date, try and make plans the morning of.
She can't be serious right now. How's she gonna sit here and say that he's making plans for a second date the day up? What have y'all been talking about this whole time? The second date, right? The Dutch, right? You know what? He need to let her go. Already, let her go.
Even less than 24 hours. Like, your girl is busy. We are not sitting around waiting for you to reach out. Goodbye. And so what is his response? Okay, cool.
Okay, cool. Yep. That moment he realized this one ain't too bright. She ain't bright at all, as a matter of fact.
He, I think, got the point. But either way, I was like, this has to be like one of the laziest attempts at putting a second date together. Like, bro, second date, what are you doing? You missed out is what happened. Sorry.
No, this will have to be one of the biggest fails of a woman when it comes to blocking her blessings in regards to finding herself a good man that she actually likes.
We have an update on the Dutch eye. Our Dutch boy has come back and I have the receipts. Let's get into it. Today is Tuesday. He messaged me Sunday morning. Hey, good morning. And I about died, y'all. Honestly, I was like, oh my God, did he see the viral TikTok and he is coming for me? But nope, he just wanted to check in, see how I was doing. We had a cute little chat about the snow because it's been snowing in Philly and my car has been buried outside under the snow. So I let him know about that. Cute little catch up.
Video exposing this man. You would think that she would be so turned off by him that she wouldn't even want to respond to a text message from him. But then, like she said, she felt, oh man, maybe he saw the video. Let me see what he knows. So maybe that's why she entertained him for a minute. Let's hear more.
Then he asks about a second date. I'm gonna give him some leeway on this. Retry to make this second happen. I'm pretty sure what he meant to say is ready to make this second date happen.
No, he said exactly what he meant. He wanted to do a retry on trying to make the second date happen. Like I told y'all, she is not text literate at all.
Probably was moving a little fast. I'll forgive the typo. And so I respond, yes, I'd love to, because I would.
I'm gonna call cap on that, because if a woman gets to a point where she wants to expose a man on the internet and show their text receipt on how he fumbled the bag, you're already over him. So for you to be like, oh yeah, I would love to go on the second date with you. Really? BS.
And here's where it gets interesting. The next part of the communication is where I just get confused. Let's.
She gonna be single forever. Poor little tink tink.
No, when are you free? Do you want to go here? There's no forward movement with the conversation.
I swear, sometimes women don't even give themselves a chance. When he said let's, he had to first make sure that you were still interested in going on a date with him before he could just give you what the date itinerary would be. Give it some time. Like he said, all right, cool. Let me plan something and then I'll reach back out to you. Man, I think she the one that's shooting herself in the foot. This can only get worse.
I will say, you all in my comments said that I needed to be more forthcoming with communication as well. So I did ask for what I want and communicated my needs. I said, I love a solid plan so the ball is in your court. I'm free Saturday. All true things. And I agree, I need to let my needs be known. And so I did that. And he said he'll plan something as we get closer. So we will see what happens. We will see how well thought out the plan is, because that is a standard and boundary of mine while I'm dating. I like the man to have a well thought out plan. So stay tuned.
Some women will do this to themselves where they will block their own blessing. It could be a guy that they initially liked, and then because of their own misperception, they will create some sort of dislike for the man, something that he didn't do, something that they did on their own through their own ignorance. And I'm not saying all women, of course, but this right here is a prime example of what I'm talking about. She liked the man. Now she don't. And whose fault is that? Hers. My bad, y'all. Her fault.
We have our last and final update on the Dutch guy. You might recall that in the last video I posted, he wanted to do something this Saturday, and I said to him, I like a solid plan, so the ball's in your court. And he texted me yesterday, let's check the receipts. I think we should do something for the Flyers game on Saturday. So I live in Philly, the Flyers are the hockey team, and they're playing Saturday afternoon. I let this text sit for a while. Number one, that sounds fun. Number two, I
told you so.
Just was thinking so hard about whether or not this is the guy for me.
No, sweetheart, you're probably not the girl for him. There's a difference.
And thinking, I don't want to lead him on, but maybe I give it another chance. And then I'm not going to lie, I had a lot of guilt about the fact that there have been viral videos about this poor guy.
No, there's been viral videos about your po ass.
This is what I replied. To be honest, I'm not feeling it. I'm sorry for dragging this out. I wish you the best, which I think was a kind way to say thanks, but no thanks. And we're going to move on to the next. That case is officially closed.
Thank God she loaded the magazine and pulled the trigger on herself. Because, gosh, yeah, he dodged that bullet.
I also really took some of these comments to heart, that a lot of people who were being honest and kind were really trying to show me that he's probably not the guy for me, and that's totally okay. I am definitely looking for someone who takes initiative and I don't have to handhold and is a leader, and I think y'all caught on to it.
It's so crazy when the guy would do all of those things, because he did, and the woman doesn't even recognize it. Because she's so gun-ho on being courted that she doesn't even realize when she's being courted. Ain't that crazy? I've had it happen to me before. It's wild. It's sad. But it is what it is. You just got to make sure you move on to someone that got a few more brain cells. Anyway, leave your thoughts, comments, and opinions down below. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And I'm going to catch y'all in the next one. Damn it, phone. Sorry about that. See ya.